Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading this is for singles, and this is going to be a what do you need to know right now singles reading. If you're not into love, then sorry. That's what I'll say about that. But all right, welcome everybody. JC, hello. Barb, hello, and everybody else that is here, good evening. Sandy, hello. Thank you for being here. We're going to answer some questions first, of course, and then we are going to get this show on the road. And we are going to go in order tonight as well. So that is the plan. Journey, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card on health with gastrointestinal. Let go of your fears. And Queen of Pentacles, stability. So again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I feel like things are going to go well for you here. This is like more stability. The Seven of Swords just like fears. So that's what I'd say there. Marky Marks Tarot, hello. Jackie, good evening. Journey, again, thank you for the super chat. You say cards on Alex. You have the Empress and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords could say it's like time to open up to Alex at this time. Empress is a card of attraction, a card of abundance, a card of success. So I feel like things could go well for you here. Clint, hello. Thank you for being here. And Yanni, hello. Bella G, thank you for the super chat. You say wealth and love cards. For wealth, you have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for wealth. I've done almost all the weekly readings for next week, and they're all up on the channel, but a lot of people have these cards of like waiting for some sort of change in their finances. So I do feel like this could be talking about waiting, but Knight of Swords is quick movement. Knight of Swords is a card of a change. To me, it's a card of like some sort of lifestyle change that could bring in more wealth, but it could be anything. It could be like working harder. It could be personal development. So I feel like those are going to be your best options. Yeah, Magician, just needing to manifest it, needing to use your powers of manifestation. This could also say you have like some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability that you're not using that could increase your wealth. For love, you have the Page of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. No spying on someone from the past. This could also be someone spying on you, but you could be feeling left out in the cold. Hangman, delays, again. King of Swords, yeah, I feel like there's a much better person coming in for you, but these cards would represent needing to get out there. The Hangman says it's like time to take action. It's time to get out there, date, and again, use that Magician as well for love. It doesn't have to be just for wealth. So I would use that Magician to attract what you want. King of Swords, like I always say, to me is the best person you could date or the best person you could be with, because it can say that the person that's coming in for you will be very mature, and to me, the King of Swords is the type of person who they basically say something, they do it. So that's what I would do here with that King of Swords. Shelby, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say cards for my marriage. We'll start there. You have the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, passion, success. I mean, you always get these good cards, Shelby, on your marriage. But the Chariot is a card of victory. It is a card of a choice. It's two horses, and so it can say that you have a choice to make in this relationship. Ace of Wands is like wanting more passion or desire in the relationship, so it's like needing to create more of that. Justice, so I mean, if you're going through with a divorce, this could be justice in that situation, but it could also just say that you could put energy into the situation, and that would bring more balance into the marriage, if that makes sense. And for health, you have the Hierophant, Three of Cups. This would represent more activity as well. Hierophant is like just, straightforward, boring, follow the rules of health, right? So it just says do all the typical stuff that needs to be done to be healthy. Three of Cups could be like doing it with a group of people, or, kind of like joining one of those health groups or whatever the case may be. So that's that. And for your job, you have the Judgment card and the Six of Cups, more happiness coming in for you. I feel like everybody, I feel like for everybody that like by the end of the year, basically there will be a lot more happiness and love for pretty much everyone. I mean, in business and work for pretty much everyone. Excuse me. So I feel that for you as well. Barb Forbes, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I switch departments in this store? Page of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. I would say maybe. Page of Pentacles would be a new offer, but Nine of Wands would kind of say like don't give up on where you are right now. But I would kind of say yes with that Page of Pentacles. I feel like you'll have the choice. Two of Swords. So I feel like you will have the choice on whether or not you do this. And you say, will I get Princeton? I would say yes. If this is a victory for you, then yes. Six of Wands is a card of success and like a victory and good things coming in for you. So I feel like there's some sort of victory coming in for you with this card. So that's that. JC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I'm wearing out my psychic carpet, but yes. Checking on my sitch. No word from the lawyer. Will I hear from him, or better to file on my own? You have the Page of Wands, news, Three of Pentacles, teamwork. So to me, this would be, very, very simply would be working on a team together. So to me, this would say that you will hear news from the lawyer. And again, Three of Pentacles would say like teamwork, like I said. So, you know, I feel like it would be better to wait for him to get this done. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is work you do on your own. So, but it is a card of success, JC. So, and again, kind of like all this together. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of transformation here. But I would wait for him, basically. But I feel like there will be news. Alice, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How will my date with Ron go on Friday? Very good. King of Cups, definitely good for love. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords just says be yourself, be straightforward and truthful and all that other stuff. King of Cups is like a change in direction in love, so, or love returning to your life. So again, I feel like that is a very good sign. You also say, will this go anywhere? I would say yes. Look, Page of Cups here. You have the Five of Wands, but Five of Wands could just be needing to be more flexible, or kind of like needing to go on more than one date with this person is kind of what's popping into my head. But I would say yes, that looks very, very good with those cards. Yeah, you have the Hermit. So like I said, I would go on more than one date with this person with those cards is what I'd say to you, Alice. But I feel like that looks pretty good. And King of Cups, like I said, and Page of Cups. Definitely an admirer. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Love cards for the rest of the week. You have the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. As always, Christina, needing to focus on exactly what you want with the Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles, letting go of the past. Yeah, Four of Cups. I said Four of Cups, right, on that Four of Pentacles. So, yeah, Four of Cups is coming up. I feel like this is also a card of manifestation. It's like, I always say, this is my angel man-baby card, right? There's like a man-baby right here. So I feel like you could have been attracting a lot of man babies in the past, or dealing with a lot of like man baby behavior with people. But so again, maybe the offers have not been that great with these cards, is what I'd say to you. But I do feel like this could be like more offers coming in, but it's like needing to focus on exactly what you want with that Seven of Cups, and you will get it. So that's that. Let me refresh this real quick. KC, thank you as always for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say Halloween collective for the early pond. Yes, for everyone here, thank you to KC for the collective. We are going to do a collective for all you early birds here right now. And so let's see what we have for everybody here in the collective. And all right, well, it looks amazing, so let's start there. But looks really good. All right, for everyone here in the collective, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Three Cups. Could be like some sort of celebration coming in for everyone here, and it could be financial with that Ace of Pentacles. You also have the Eight of Pentacles, so I'd say for a lot of you, if you are working towards something, this could represent like success coming in based off of something that you're putting work into, like a personal project, a business project, work project, anything like that. For others, this would represent dating. Three Cups to me is a card of needing to socialize, needing to, it's a card of community, but it's a card of like needing to get out into the community, needing to meet with other people. So if you're looking for love, I would say get out there with these two cards. Ace of Pentacles to me is also like a journey. So I feel like some of you could be going on a journey. And you have the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Wands as well, which could also be some sort of journey coming in for you. Basically, it could just say that, very simply, it could be some of you getting a job where there is a lot of growth potential in the future, meaning you will grow as you go through the job. For others, it could just be like moving, traveling, pretty much anything. And so I feel like there could be even new friends coming in for some of you. Next, for everyone here in the collective, Two of Wands in the Tower. Again, Tower to me can just represent a move. So I feel like some of you could just be moving with this Two of Wands here. For others, this could definitely be a Tower moment or some sort of surprise, that some sort of shakeup that leads to a change. Again, that last moon, not the last moon we had, but the moon before that, at the beginning of the month, it was opposing Uranus. And to me, the moon opposing Uranus could bring in some sort of shakeup or some sort of difficulty or surprise into our lives. that feels like kind of like uncomfortable, but at the same time, that shakeup could be what leads to more success in our lives. So it's kind of like we have to deal with something that maybe seems uncomfortable, or we have to deal with like a forced separation. Could be in love, could be in business, money, could be anything, but it's probably for the best with this Two of Wands. And finally, you have the Eight of Pentacles in the Judgment card. Yeah, some sort of rebirth. It's like you are being brought to, this is your inner calling. Right here, Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery and a card of you working on what you feel called to do in your life. So I feel like a lot of you are putting work into things that you feel called to do in life in general. And again, I feel like that would be very good for you. I feel like it would lead to a lot of success for everyone. Obviously, Eight of Pentacles is my card of material success on the horizon. It says there's like a lot more money coming in. But it's like we need to kind of work for it with that Eight of Pentacles. For others, I feel like this could just be you rebuilding yourself. To me, this could be you working on yourself. Judgment is kind of like a personal development type card, kind of, because it can represent just like a personal rebirth. So that's what I feel there for the collective. Collective, that was awesome. So thank you again, Casey. Lydia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, spent the night at Robert Pisces' home. What does he think of me? Gemini, Two of Cups, love, and wants to marry you. So, Lydia, I would say that this looks like marriage to me. So, does that mean you're going to get married? No, not necessarily, but it does mean that he sees you as marriage potential. So I feel like this could be very good for you. Two of Cups is soulmates, very good, strong connection here, Lydia, is what I'd say to you. Pisces right here, High Priestess. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles just says plant the seeds. Basically, just get started on the journey and things will go very well for you. So, Lydia, that looks awesome. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Card for November. You have the Emperor, the King of Wands. Well, this could be a fire sign coming in for you, Christina, but it could also just be you following a plan. King of Wands, again, Mercury retrograde, right? So King of Wands says our head could be in the clouds. Could not be seeing things clearly. Emperor just says come up with a plan at the beginning of the month and stick to it in work, in business, in love, whatever, even if you're not seeing results. This came up a lot in the weekly readings I did for the first week of November. So I feel like pretty much everybody just needs to have a plan for whatever it is that you're doing in life in general, and that will probably lead to the most success. So I just say stick to a plan in November. Knight of Cups, yeah, it could be like a knight in shining armor coming in for you in November, someone that you meet. This could also be you realizing what your dreams are. King of Wands is a card of like wanting to nurture your dreams, wanting to, I always say it's my card of like raising something like a baby, like kind of really taking care of something, giving it all your attention, energy, and everything. So I feel like you could almost be doing that. And this could be like a dream or some sort of goal or wish that you have in work, business, love, money, anywhere. So that's what I feel for you. But that looks amazing. So thank you, Christina. All right, thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to get started right now, because why not? And we are going to start with Aries. We are going to do, I already forgot what this reading is. This is for all the singles out there, and this is what do you need to know right now. This is, of course, a timeless reading, so there is no time. This is meant for you whenever you watch it. But if you're single and watching this, let's see what you need to know right now. One more shuffle here, Aries and Aries. All right. So this is for you Aries singles out there. And Aries. Aries, you have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like love has been slow. This comes up for you every single time that I read for you, that for you in particular, love could be very slow moving and could be taking its time. Three of Wands is like you waiting. For a lot of you, I always get surprised in love. I feel like there might be like a very specific certain amount of you Aries that feel like you're never going to have love based off of the cards that you've had in the past, but also cards you have here right now. And I feel like if love is coming in, it could be very surprising, or it could come out of the blue. Maybe you never even thought you would have love, or maybe you never even thought you wanted love in general. So I feel like some of you could be thinking that maybe you're never going to have it, but it actually comes in. For others who want it, the Three of Wands says that there's never going to be like a perfect time, or things are never going to be perfect. So it's just saying like put the work in, get out there, meet new people, socialize. It's probably going to lead to the best results. Next, you have the Page of Cups and the Hangman. Could be a Pisces. You've had Pisces show up in your readings. I've told this story before. Every single Pisces I know is always attracted to Aries. And also, I know several Pisces that have either been with or are with an Aries. So that wouldn't surprise me. For others, this could just say that you have an admirer, you have someone that's interested in you, and it's saying like don't delay it with that hangman. For others, I feel like this is about like needing to change the way you look at things as far as love is concerned. So for some of you, it could be saying that like maybe you have a negative outlook on love, or maybe you feel like you're not deserving of love, or you're not good enough for love. And this, I feel like, is saying there needs to be some sort of change. I also feel like some of you need to like not sacrifice yourself for love or for a relationship with these two cards. So I feel like some of you need to like not make those ridiculous sacrifices in love with these two cards. And finally, you have the Page of Wands here and the Ten of Cups. Look at this, amazing for you, Aries. So I feel like there's definitely love coming in for you. Ten of Cups to me is a card of dating. So it does say if you're single, obviously if you're watching this, you're probably single. Ten of Cups says date and get out there and date, but it's also a card of fortune after difficulty. So to me, it says like maybe you've had negative experiences in the past as far as dating is concerned, and this could be just more positive energy coming in for you as far as dating is concerned as well. For others, I get distance for some reason, so I do feel like some of you could be meeting someone like who lives far away, but I feel like they would be moving towards you as well. So it could be one of those things where it's like maybe somebody moves to your town, maybe they get a job where you work, and maybe that's how you meet this person. I feel like socializing would be a really good idea for you right now as well, Aries, with these cards for love. I do get social media as well, so I feel like some of you could be meeting someone through like social media, or maybe like some sort of social app or something like that with these cards. So yeah, I like that, Aries. That looks very good. So thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus singles, what do you need to know right now? And Taurus, let's see. Taurus, you have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like some of you are just perfectly happy being single, is what I would say here. So I feel like some of you are just perfectly happy on your own with these two cards, and that's fine, obviously. So again, some of you might just not be looking for love. Maybe you have plenty of fulfillment on your own. Nine of Pentacles, being self-sufficient, being able to take care of yourself. Nine of Cups, being fulfilled on your own. So like I said, I feel like some of you are fine on your own. For others, this could be you kind of looking for something new. Nine of Pentacles is my card of newness, so I feel like some of you could be looking for something or somebody who is different than what you have experienced in the past. So I feel like you're looking for a total, kind of like a total change as far as love is concerned. Here, I keep hearing like change of heart in my head. That's what keeps popping into my head, but I feel like it's just saying that you are kind of like changing the type of person that you're interested in for some of you, not all of you. For others, I feel like this is you kind of like having built up to this right here. Like I feel that some of you have become more independent, so now it's like you're ready for love because you've built up your life to a point where you want it. Next, you have the Knight of Swords here and the Wheel of Fortune. Love it. Now, this could definitely be someone coming back from the past here, Taurus. I would be careful. Wheel of Fortune to me is like one of the only cards in the deck that can represent someone coming back from the past, but the Knight of Swords is a card of like a smooth talker, somebody who is just really too smooth, too cool for school, right, Taurus? So I feel like you need to be careful of anybody trying to weasel their way back into your life. If you're watching this during the Mercury retrograde, I would definitely be careful. Wheel of Fortune, good card, but to me, it talks of kind of a repeat cycle. So it just says the same thing is going to happen again. Like what you went through in the past is exactly what's going to happen now. So I feel like it's saying like be careful of revisiting the past. It might be a repeat cycle with this Wheel of Fortune. For others, I feel like this is quick communication that changes your fortunes. So again, if there's someone new coming in, I feel like it could be very good for you. I feel like it is somebody who's very direct, open, honest, and somebody who is like trying to work towards authority in life. It could be an air sign, but again, I feel like you have pretty much every sign here. So it could be any sign. I feel like it's just somebody like this. Maybe they want to move a little bit faster than you do, but I still feel like things would go well there. And finally, you have the Four of Pentacles and the Empress. Very attractive at this time, Taurus. So I would get out there with these two cards. The Empress says get out there and get attention, right? Four of Pentacles says let go of the past, for sure. But it also talks of stability coming in for you. So I feel like there is stability coming in for some of you. The Empress can represent a long period of time where maybe you've been single. And again, now love could be opening back up for you. So I feel like if you haven't had love for a very long period of time, it's like, you know, the Empress represents spring. So it kind of represents getting to a point in your life or getting out there, or, you know, kind of like things opening up for you where you can be more successful or where you can have love or, you know, whatever it is that you want. So I feel like for some of you, That's what this is saying. What else do I get here? That's it, Taurus. I feel like that's all I get here. So that looks really good. So thank you, Taurus. Really appreciate it. All right, Gemini singles. What do you Gemini singles need to know right now? And Gemini, let's see what we have for you. And Gemini. Gemini, you have the King of Swords coming up first here and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it could be another air sign coming in for some of you, but it could also just be someone like a boss at work is popping into my head. So I feel like for some of you, I would be, as I always say, I would be careful of those like work type dating situations, but I do feel like for some of you, there's someone at work. It could be a boss, it doesn't have to be, but I feel like it could be a boss that's interested in you. For others, it could just be someone you work with, and so that's what I'd say there. This does talk about the Eight of Wands says quick movement, so I do feel like for some of you could actually work out, and so maybe you want to take the risk. For others, I feel like this could be you. For some reason, I feel like you are just getting more serious about love if you're single, and the Eight of Wands could be saying that you are now open to social opportunities where you could find love, or you're open to, kind of like anything that could bring love into your life, and I feel like that's a very good thing as well. Eight of Wands, as always, to me says socialize. If you want love, that's probably your best bet there. Next, you have the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be getting into something very passionate, something that leads to marriage as well. So I feel like for some of you, if you're single, this could be new love coming in. Ace of Wands, new beginning in love. And the Hierophant, marriage. So I feel like there could be marriage coming in for some of you. For a lot of you, I feel like this is like very passionate. I feel like you recognize it right away. As well, it's like there's no delay in the passion in the relationship. So if you meet someone like that, where you are very connected to the person, or you feel very strong, chemistry with a person, then I feel like it's like your intuition is telling you, like, this is the right person for you. So I feel like you need to move towards that. For others, again, social opportunities here with this card. Like I said, the Hierophant would say be careful of the rules. So if you're dating someone at work, maybe there are rules against it. So just kind of say, like, be careful who you say what to if you're dating someone at work, or it could be anything like that. It could also say, make sure your boss isn't married, right? So I feel like some of you, maybe you need to be careful of that as well. And finally, you have the Magician here and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, it could be a fire sign definitely coming in for some of you. You've had fire come up every single night, Gemini, so it wouldn't surprise me if you're there could be a fire sign coming in for you. The Magician says use your powers of manifestation to attract someone into your life, so I feel like you need to do that. But the Knight of Wands could be somebody very like bold, courageous, brave, someone very adventurous, spontaneous, and also someone who's like more free-spirited. So probably someone who's not too serious, probably someone who's more fun or just free-spirited in general. The Magician, again, says get very specific about what you want. I've been talking about this since the beginning of the year. To me, this year, just looking at this chart that we have over here, if we want love, we need to be very, very specific about what we want. I always tell people, like, write your list of everything you want in a person, all positive things, then pick your top 3 things that someone must have out of that list, because we're all too picky. Nobody can have everything that we want. Pick the top 3 that are most important, and then when you get specific, it's like the universe brings someone right to you, right when you do that exercise. So that's what I would do if I were you, Gemini, in looking for love with these 2 cards. I feel like that's the perfect like law of attraction exercise to use for the Magician. So there you go, Gemini. Gemini, that looks pretty good. All right. Cancer, what do we have for you, Cancer people in love? Cancer. And Cancer. Cancer, you have the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Definitely let the past go with that Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, I have alternative meanings that I use for the tarot, and the Nine of Swords to me represents the anchor. So to me, it represents kind of like things from the past, or it can represent people from the past who are holding us back. So if you are a Gemini or a Cancer single, I feel like you need to be careful of the past. King of Pentacles is even a card of new love to me, so I feel like it could be someone new. Although what I would say is if you have dealt with an earth sign in the past here, Cancer, I would definitely be careful of that person, because I feel like for some of you, I get the same thing I got for Aries or Taurus, whoever that was, that I feel like it'd just be a repeat cycle of what you already went through. So I would be careful of those repeat cycles. It's too weird of a year to go back to exes, is what I would say to everybody. And, so I would just be careful of that energy. Trust me, like I always say, somebody always leaves me a comment about their great aunt Bertha from, World War II, who got back together with their ex and married, and they lived happily ever after. And I'm always like, well, you're not your great aunt Bertha, right? So, really, does it happen all that often? Probably not. So, and, I would be careful with someone coming back from the past. I also feel for others that this could be just someone permanent coming in for you. So I feel like you're afraid of temporary situations in love, but I feel like someone that's coming in is someone who's going to be permanent. So I feel like there could be a permanent relationship coming in. Next, you have the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. You showing up in a very strong position. Could be a Scorpio coming in for you as well here, Cancer. I think in your weekly reading, Scorpio showed up. So that wouldn't surprise me. I feel like some of you could have a Scorpio coming in here. I feel like for others, the Chariot kind of says you need to take control of your love life. So it says make sure to take control of your desires or the things you want in love, and you will be successful. So I feel like you need to kind of like take control with that Chariot card. To me, the Chariot card is also a card of like assertion in your will in love, but it says like, it kind of says like, be careful of like trying to assert yourself in a relationship. If you're getting into a relationship, and your first thought is like, how do I change this person? You know, that's not a good sign, is what I'd say to you, Cancer. So I feel like you need to be careful of those types of things. For others, definitely could be travel, could bring love in for you. I'm getting on that Chariot, or moving. It seems like you and Capricorn always get this message of moving. Actually, you haven't had it in a while, Cancer, but it used to come up for you every once in a while. So I feel like for some of you that this could be love coming in through a move because you move. And again, it comes up for Capricorn, your opposite sign, all the time. So that wouldn't surprise me either. And finally, you have the Fool and the Ten of Wands. I feel like some of you need to kind of like take a leap of faith here with the Fool card. The Fool card says like, take a leap of faith, get out there, you'll find someone. The Ten of Wands is releasing burdens. For some of you, I feel like you need to get something off your chest here in love. So this could be like someone that you are interested in. And I feel like you need to like move towards that person here. So again, I feel like this is saying, you know, make contact with someone that you're interested in, Cancer. For others, I feel like this is about, again, needing to let go of the past to allow new love in. So Cancer, I would definitely say let go of the past with these two cards so that you can attract love into your life. For some reason, I'm also getting travel here as well. The Fool isn't really a card of travel. It can be because it's a card of adventure, but I don't really necessarily consider it a card of travel, but it is popping into my head. So, like I said, I feel like travel or moving could be a good idea for you there, Cancer. But thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo, what do we have for you, Leo people? For Leo, what do you need to know right now if you are single? Let's see. Leo, you have the Justice card and the Two Wands. Yeah, I feel like you need to be bold, assertive, and I feel like you need to go for what you want. So you need to be a Leo. I always say real lions like to hunt, right, Leo? So you are the hunters. You are the ones that are supposed to go for what you want, what you desire. The Justice card definitely could be Libra. Libra has shown up for you quite a bit. Also could be a Gemini as well here, Leo. You have the Lovers showing up here, so it could be a Gemini or Libra. You get air a lot. You show up in Libra's readings. You show up in Gemini's readings all the time. So it could be like one of those two signs. Of course, this is just a general reading. So if you're not interested in air, then it could just be, you know, somebody with air in their chart or something else. So I feel like for some of you, this is definitely a person coming in. And like I said, I feel like it could be an air sign. For others, the Two Wands is saying it's like time to be bold and assertive. Like I said, to me, it's a card of boldness. Justice just says it's just time to tilt the scales in your favor. So how do we do that? Well, with the Justice card, we date, or we online date, or we start talking to people we're interested in. Justice is pretty easy. It just requires us to do something to get what we want. So we just have to go out with the Justice card. We just have to do the things that are required to find love. Next, you have the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords. I feel like some of you have been hurt in the past here, obviously. To me, this would be a deep, dark moment in love right here with the Ten of Swords. So some of you could have been very hurt, you know, in the past in a relationship. And that could be causing like fears or worries about lying, cheating, stealing with new people. I always tell people, again, you know, get out of your head. Number one, but don't go into new relationships wondering if someone is a cheater or a liar or stealer. It's like you're going to attract that into your life. So I always tell people, like, keep it positive. Realize that a new person is a new person. They're not like the last person. And, you know, so that's what I would do here. For others, I feel like this is saying it's time to move on from something from the past, kind of like I said to Cancer. So I feel like if you're looking for love, definitely a new love with these two cards. You also have the Lovers here as well, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. New love here, Leo. So I would let go of the past. The Lovers, to me, is a card that says the past is poison. As far as love is concerned, it says move on to new love. And the Eight of Cups is, again, walking away from something that isn't fulfilling for you. So I feel like some of you need to walk away from a past relationship. For those of you who are, again, who have already moved past a relationship, or maybe you're just looking for love, The Eight of Cups says, do not like settle. Number one is what's popping into my head. That's not actually what the card means, but that's kind of what's popping into my head. And I feel like there is true love out there for you. But again, the Lovers is a path. You know, it says we have to make the choice to get out there and find love, basically. Yeah, as always, right? Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, needing to focus on it to get it, plain and simple. Seven of Cups just asks us to focus on what we want. Ace of Cups literally just says, if you want love, then focus on love. So I feel like you just have to focus on it. I also feel like you need to not, like, you know, if there is a certain type of person that you date that always ends up cheating on you, don't date that type of person. It's like, you know, usually there are warning signs. Seven of Cups says we can get distracted. You know, maybe they have a six-pack and you're like, oh my God, this person has a six-pack. But, you know, maybe some of the other things that they do also shows that they're going to be a cheater or liar or stealer. So this says, you know, do not ignore the warning signs and focus on what you really want with this Ace of Cups. This is what I say to everybody this year. So that's what I would do with those two cards. But there you go, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Really appreciate it. Virgo, let's see what we have for you, Virgo people. And Virgo. Virgo, you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. Definitely time to let go of the past, kind of like everybody else, right? So the Devil says that there could be a past toxic relationship in your life, and it's time to move away from that. So I would move away from past toxic relationships. Definitely feel like this could be a Capricorn for you as well, Virgo, because you've had Capricorn show up in your readings quite a few times. So, and to me, Virgo and Capricorn is considered to be a pretty decent match. So I feel like there could be a Capricorn coming in. Seven of Pentacles says you've just been waiting for results in love. So I feel like you've been waiting for love, or you've been waiting for love to grow. And so I feel like you've just been waiting. And that's all I can say here, is that you've just been waiting with these two cards. I also feel like for others, this is saying I feel like this is good because Seven of Pentacles is change in direction. So it could say that you are no longer going towards toxic energy. So I feel like you're making better choices in love in general here. So I like that. Next, you have the Five of Swords in the World. Yeah, I feel like you need to open up to the world here, Virgo. So the World, to me, is a card of dating, and to me, it is a card of getting out there to date. The Five of Swords says that you could have gone through a difficult breakup in the past or a separation. It could also say that you've encountered a lot of people who are only interested in themselves. So maybe you have been dealing with a lot of people who are selfish in relationships, or maybe they're just not willing to put enough time into the relationship at all, or maybe they're just selfish in general. So I feel like you've dealt with that energy. The World says it's time to open up to new people. Definitely get traveling for you as well, Virgo. Virgo, you always get the message that if you are making some sort of change, then there are going to be a lot of benefits, right? Like every single night when I do just the regular daily readings, you always get these messages of needing to make some sort of change, like a move or traveling or changing jobs or something like that, because that will probably bring in the most success for you, Virgo. So I would definitely say some sort of change would be beneficial here. And finally, you have the High Priestess and the Seven of Wands. I feel like you need to take action here. The High Priestess says, to me, the High Priestess is a card of potential. It says, and it's also a card of conscious awareness, or things coming into your conscious awareness. So I feel like some of you could be becoming aware that you want love, or maybe you are becoming more aware of what type of love you want. Seven of Wands says open up to it. So Seven of Wands can be a defensive card, but it says you need to open up to love if you want it. For others, it could definitely be a Pisces coming in for you here, Virgo. So I do feel like there could be a Pisces coming in with the High Priestess. Could be any sign, of course. But I feel like there's a lot of potential there, but there needs to be more action. For others, I feel like this is saying that the past is closed off to you as well, Virgo. So for those of you thinking about the past, Seven of Wands, too defensive. And the High Priestess is no action. So I feel like some of you could be in a no contact type situation with these two cards as well. But mostly, Virgo, I would just say date with that World card and get out there. I feel like a lot of you could be getting a lot of attention with that World card as well. So I would get out there and date. But Virgo, that looks pretty good. All right, Libra. What do we have for you, Libra? Libra, for what you need to know in love right now is you have the Judgment card and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be keeping yourself stuck with this Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords says you could be keeping yourself, it's a card of self-imposed restriction, basically. It says you do not need to restrict yourself in love. So if you're single and looking for love, this says get out there, of course. The Judgment card talks about a rebirth, but to me, the Judgment card talks about a very strong pull. I pretty much feel this for you in Pisces and somebody else as well. I can't remember who the other sign was, but I feel for three signs that, and you being one of them, Libra, I feel like you could feel very strong pull towards a certain person that you meet. So it's almost like that feeling that you will know that you're meant to be with someone. So I feel like a lot of you could be feeling that pull with the Judgment card. For others, I feel like somebody's trying to contact you or will be contacting you. Definitely feels like new love here for you, Libra. So I feel like this is someone new coming in. Could be a Leo. You showed up in Leo's readings. Leo shows up in your reading here. So I feel like it could be a Leo, but I do feel like someone is trying to contact you or will be contacting you with that Judgment card. Next, you have the Six of Wands and you have the Sun. So definitely a very good time for you to get a lot of attention, Libra. You have the Nine of Wands as well. As always, Libra, you always get the Nine of Wands. Libra, your answer is always to get as much attention as you possibly can, right? So I feel like a lot of you just need to get out and get attention. You will find someone. The Sun definitely could be a Leo coming in for you. Again, Leo naturally stands out for you, because I feel like Leo always shows up in your readings, and you always show up in their reading too. So I feel like it could be Leo. For others, this is just a lot of attention and like success and good news with this Six of Wands. So I feel like a lot of you could be getting a lot of attention or success or just good news with these two cards. And I feel like it makes you very happy as well. For some of you, I feel like there could be someone coming in that you could even have a family with in the future. You also have the Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups is a card of like happiness, and it can be a card of like kind of like family as well. So I feel like a lot of you, there could be like someone that you meet that you could have a family with. For some of you, I do feel like it could be somebody who already has a family as well, or who already has children. So that's what I feel here, but definitely a lot of happiness with that card. And finally, you have the Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Again, for some of you, I feel like for some of you, somebody hasn't given up on you, and but I feel like if that's your story, I feel like you don't want to go back to it in the first place. So I feel like some of you, it's like you're closing off to the past, but it's like they refuse to give up no matter what. So that could be annoying. For others, I feel like this is you moving towards more happiness, like a more happy relationship. The Six of Cups is a card of happiness and good things, like good times. So I feel like there could be love coming in for you here after not giving up on love. So don't give up on love with that Nine of Wands. Again, Nine of Wands to me is also the card of like experimentation. To me, the Nine of Wands can represent like trying multiple ways of doing things. So it can say that if you are looking for love, try different ways of finding love and you'll probably find it. So, but it does say like maybe the first few things you try are not going to work. So it kind of says don't give up, keep trying with those two cards. You know, people always tell me like that they went on one date and they've given up on love. And I'm always like, you know, if you're going to be with someone for your whole majority of your life, it's like you're not willing to like really put in the work to find that. You're going to go on one date and quit after that. Like seriously, you know, it's like not that important to you. So that's what I'd say there. Tough love with Chris. Get out there, put in the work. If you're gonna spend your life with someone's dumbass, then you might as well put in the work to make it work, right? There you go. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor. Scorpio, this to me would represent an offer coming in. So I feel like there could be an offer coming in for you if you're single. And it could lead to marriage. Ace of Pentacles to me is the path to marriage. It doesn't say you will be getting married. It just says that there is an opportunity for you to meet someone where you could have a very significant relationship, a very deep connection, or you could be getting married to the person in general. So I feel like there could be like an offer of love. For some of you, it could be an Aries coming in for you. And I think you've shown up in Aries readings before as well. Could also just be someone, I feel like it's more of like a businessy type of person. So I feel like some of you could have someone who's very like businessy or has a business, or, you know, they like work a lot or they put in a lot of work into things. I actually feel like this is a good thing because I feel like this is saying there's someone coming in who really wants to put in the work. Like I feel like it's someone who really wants to work on the relationship. I feel like they try to be the best at everything they do. So, and that spills over into love as well. So that's a great person for you to be with. I feel like an earth sign for some of you for sure. Like I said, fire isn't standing out to me. What I would say here is that this could be, maybe it's not an earth sign, or maybe it's not a fire sign. Maybe it's just someone with like Aries in their chart, or maybe they just have fire in their chart in general. I really don't necessarily feel fire for you. I'm sure for some of you it's going to be a fire sign, but for the most part, I feel like earth or water showing up here. Next, you have the Tower and the Temperance card. Yeah, I feel like some of you could have gone through a difficult breakup here with these two cards, and I feel like Temperance is just saying, you know, kind of like you've been patient and waiting for love. For others, this could be a move as well. Like I said, I feel like you could be seeing a lot of additional benefits due to a move here, Scorpio. So a move could bring in new love into your life. For others, it could be a Sagittarius or someone with Sagittarius in their chart as well. So I do kind of feel that for some of you. For others, I feel like this is like you having taken the time to rebuild after a difficult breakup. For some of you, I feel like you were with someone who was just like the devil, basically. So I feel like you were with someone who was either really toxic, or I feel like you were just with someone who was like mentally unstable is what's popping into my head. So I feel, and maybe it didn't seem like that at first, right? So I feel like some of you could have been with someone like that who just had a lot of mental issues, or just mentally wasn't right. And I feel like that could have caused a lot of problems with these two cards. For others, I feel like you do. The Tower can just represent a sudden realization. So I feel like you have a realization as to what you want in love. And it's like now you're being patient to get it with the Temperance card. So I definitely like to see that for you as well there, Scorpio. And finally, you have the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you are attracting someone who wants to put in the work. What did I say at the beginning of the reading, right? Three of Pentacles to me, teamwork. And to me, with the North Node in Cancer, again, according to Chris's crappy astrology, plain and simple, with the North Node in Cancer, we pretty much can't, we will not tolerate someone who does not put the work in, or we will not tolerate being in a relationship with someone who doesn't see it as a team. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you want this teamwork here. Six of Pentacles is like how much energy is being put into the relationship. So I feel like a lot of you are looking for balance. It's like you're looking for someone who puts in at least as much as you do, or you're a water sign, so you probably put in a lot, right? So you're probably trying to find someone who will at least meet you halfway. Maybe you realize that you put in way more than anybody else, and so you're like, well, at least if I can meet someone who puts in half as much as I do, that's still more than most people, so, you know, probably a lot better than what you've experienced in the past. For others, I feel like this could be you dating. Six of Pentacles, as I always say, is planting seeds. It's just putting in the work to get something you want. So I feel like you could be dating with those cards. But Scorpio, that looks really good. So thank you, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, what is going on for you here? And Sagittarius. Welcome everybody that's here, by the way. I almost forgot. You know what nobody realizes is my mouth is watering right now. I haven't had anything to eat all day, and I can smell meatballs. I'm making meatballs right now. My mouth is just going nuts. But anyway, what I was going to say is I've done all the weekly readings from Scorpio all the way to Cancer. So if you are one of those 9 signs, make sure to go to the video tab and check out your weekly readings. But let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius people. And Sagittarius. All right. For you Sagittarius singles, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, this could be an earth sign coming in, making you an offer in love. So I feel like there could be an offer in love coming in for you from an earth sign, and I feel like it could be very good. Ace of Cups is engagement. So I feel like some of you could be meeting someone that you will be getting engaged to here. I also feel like that the Queen of Pentacles is also like a new path. Queen of Pentacles to me is a card called the Crossroads. So to me, it says like make sure to pick the new path or pick the new person in love. But I definitely feel like there's love coming in. I'm also getting offer of peace here as well. I do feel like for some of you, this could be someone from the past. I don't know. I don't really see it going anywhere. But I feel like someone could be making you an offer of peace from the past. I feel like you'll accept it, but I also don't think it's going to lead to, you know, anything more than just an apology or closure. That's definitely popping into my head. That's not really what this reading is about, but it popped into my head, so I have to say it. Next, you have the Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores, bigger and better things. To me, Six of Swords is a card of momentum. It's a card of like things building up and getting faster or stronger or better in your life. And the Three of Pentacles, again, teamwork. To me, I feel like this card is saying that you're about to get into a relationship that is of quality or much more has much more quality or substance to it. Like I feel like for some of you, maybe you thought you were in a relationship that had bones, you know, that had some strength to it, and maybe you realized that it was kind of hollow. These are the words that are popping into my head, Sagittarius. And I feel like now it's like you're going to be looking for someone where there's actually some meat there, or bones, where there's some structure to the relationship. So I feel like you're looking for people who are probably genuine, who are not wearing a mask, and you know all that other stuff as well. So I feel like this could be you kind of finding people who are of quality and not just someone who kind of is fake, or you know whatever you want to call it here, Sagittarius. For others, like I said, I feel like this could be somebody who you work with, so that's definitely popping into my head. So I feel like there could be someone from work coming in here as well, Sag. Next, you have the Page of Wands and the Chariot. Could be a Cancer for some of you. Could be another fire sign. You have Earth. You have everything here. So it could be any sign, Sagittarius. But I feel like this is you kind of looking for love. The Chariot says you are moving towards victory in love. It also says you are in control over whether or not you have love. So I feel like some of you just need to get out there and meet new people. And that's going to be what brings love into your life. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to let go of past heartbreaks, past terrible things that happened. I feel like you need to move on. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles to me can represent being stuck in the past as well. Even in other card reading systems, not tarot, but the Nine of Pentacles to me is kind of like a card of death. And so it can represent being stuck and stuck in a coffin, needing to open up to a new life. So I feel like some of you need to move past the past here. For others, I feel like this could be, the Nine of Pentacles can say that there's more money coming in for you, and it is kind of a weird message, but I do feel like money, just the fact that you are going to be having more money in the near future, I feel like that is what will be making you more, will be bringing more love into your life. It's almost like you're getting to a point, maybe you're not there yet, Sagittarius, but in the near future, you will be kind of more financially free, and I feel like that is what brings love into your life. And do I think that's a good thing? Not necessarily, but at the same time, if it brings love into your life, I mean, brings love into your life. But it's kind of like maybe because you're releasing all the burdens of maybe not having money or not being able to go out, that is kind of what's going to bring love in for you here with these cards. So yeah, I like that, Sag. But thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, what do we have for you? What do you Capricorn singles need to know right now? And Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Yeah, I feel like some of you could have gone through a breakup. You have the Hangman. You have the Five of Pentacles here as well. Some of you could have gone through a major hurt or some sort of ghosting situation. Could be anything with all these cards here. Just being left out in the cold, someone running away, pretty much anything. So I feel like you need to kind of put the work in to find love. For some of you, I do feel like if you're watching this right now, again, this is a timeless reading, so you could be watching this at any time in the future, but the Eight of Pentacles to me does say, kind of take some time to work on yourself. So again, if you went through a very difficult situation in love, the Eight of Pentacles does say, maybe taking some time to rebuild yourself or whatever it is you need to do would probably be a good idea. So it's this reading is saying, even though this is a love reading, maybe it is kind of saying, maybe you don't have to rush right into love. Maybe you could take some time to kind of rebuild yourself and all that other stuff with these two cards. For some reason, I'm also getting messages off that Eight of Pentacles, so I do feel like for some of you, you could be getting communication from people who are interested in you. Next, you have the Hangman and the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you could be holding yourself back from marriage. For some of you, I feel like you look at marriage as a sacrifice when maybe it doesn't have to be, right? It's who says marriage has to be one way or the other? It's it doesn't have to be that way. Sometimes I think a lot of people, I've done plenty of readings with people who are oh, you get married and, then the fun stuff stops, you have kids and everything gets boring, and then, you both get fat or whatever, and whatever happens, right? But it's who says it has to be that way, right? So I feel like some of you need to change the way you look at marriage in general if you want to get married, and, realize that it doesn't have to be a sacrifice if you find the right person. For others, I feel like you could be preventing yourself from marriage. So this is kind of saying that you need to get off the pole, you need to start dating because marriage could be available to you. I feel like it's available to everybody, and I feel like you need to get out there with the Four of Wands so you can get married, so you can meet someone great. For others, this would be a very good card for just freedom. For some of you, you could be afraid to get into a relationship because of freedom with that Four of Wands. Four of Wands is the card of freedom, but the Hangman, again, maybe the sacrifice is your own personal freedom or being able to do the things you want. But it's maybe you just need to find the right person who allows you, the freedom that you desire, but also wants to be in a relationship with you. So I feel like some of you need to kind of attract that into your life. For others, I do feel like this is saying marriage in the future. So I feel like it's just saying, I feel like this is just a general delay that you could be experiencing. I'm also getting here, I feel like you need to make sure not to put on a show, or I feel like you need to be careful of people who are putting on a show to get into a relationship with you as well here, Capricorn. And finally, you have the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there could be a water sign coming in for you. You've had water quite a bit in the past, Capricorn. Knight of Cups to me is a knight in shining armor, so I feel like there could be a knight in shining armor coming in for you, someone who sweeps you off your feet. And the Five of Pentacles could be someone who left you out in the cold, but So I feel like you need to let this go. I feel like you need to realize that there is love available to you with that Knight of Cups, and it could be someone who just sweeps you off your feet in general with these two cards. So Capricorn, I like that. That looks pretty good. Definitely love, but I feel like you need to open up to it like everybody else. Aquarius, what do we have for you, Aquarius people? And Aquarius. Aquarius, if you are single, and what do you need to know right now? You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. I feel like this could be new love coming in. Could be a water sign. Weird, because you've had water showing up like just in the past like 2 weeks or so, showing up in your readings. So I feel like there could be a water sign coming in for some of you. For others, I feel like you're looking for something permanent. Again, King of Pentacles is my card of permanence, like wanting a relationship that is permanent, wanting one that lasts for a long time. Queen of Cups is like wanting nurturing or wanting to nurture, could go both ways. So I feel like some of you could have someone very nurturing or caring coming in. Could be a water sign, could be an earth sign, could be any sign, of course. But I definitely feel like this is love coming in for some of you. Next, you have the Two of Swords and the Empress. Very attractive at this time, Aquarius, so get out there with that Empress card. The Two of Swords, I feel like, is saying you just have to make the choice to find love as well. So I feel like some of you have to get out there with that Two of Swords, try to meet new people, do whatever it takes to find love. For others, I feel like it's saying get out of your head. And I feel like you need to realize that there's a change coming in for you here. Yeah, it's like you're setting yourself free. So I feel like a lot of you are setting yourself free in love. Ace of Swords says you could be restricting yourself unnecessarily in love. So it kind of says like you need to get out there, like I said, date, meet new people, all that other stuff as well. So I would just get out there with these cards and make sure you're not like keeping yourself trapped in a prison here. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Yeah, exactly. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a lot of luck, a lot of success, but Wheel of Fortune requires us to turn the wheel. We have to be the ones to spin this wheel. Justice just says you have to create more balance in your life. Justice is also a choice, like I said, and the Two of Swords, a choice. So I feel like some of you have a choice on whether or not you have love in your life, but it's like Justice just says once you start putting the work in to have it, then you will have it. So it's pretty simple. Sometimes I think like people always say that, like me personally, I always say the same things about love. Well, I mean, it's pretty freaking simple. There's no like magic necessarily to it, to finding love. Like we have to do the same thing. Everybody has to do the same exact thing to find love, right? You got to open your mouth, talk to someone, or you got to go on dates, right? It's pretty simple. So I feel like there's no like magical thing. This isn't the movies, as I always say. For us to find love, we're probably not going to find our, Freddie Prinze Jr. We're not going to like magically bump into him in the store, have some sort of crazy story, right? Probably not going to happen. It could, if you're open to it. But what I would say here is, pretty basic stuff. We have to go online and date. We have to talk to people we're interested in, or we have to speed date, or we have to do something, right? So I feel like this is just saying energy needs to be put in so that you can find love, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, I feel like this is you, the sun. Yeah, it's like you need more attention. So I think you need to get out there. Definitely a lot of happiness coming in for you, though, Aquarius. So I do like that. So thank you, Aquarius. Really appreciate it. Pisces, thank you as always for your patience. Really appreciate it, Pisces. Pisces, let's see what we got for you, Pisces. Pisces, you have the Moon coming up first in the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of you need to let go of your fears in love. The Nine of Wands says you need to open up to new love. So again, I feel like you have to be open to it. Also, like everybody else, I feel like you have to be open to attention here, Pisces. So I feel like some of you have to kind of like open up to love with the Nine of Wands, and that's that. Nine of Wands also says like you need to try more. So don't give up on love. The Moon says you can have whatever you want, Pisces. So I feel like you can pretty much have whatever you desire in love. But I feel like you need to like manifest it with that Moon. The Moon is a card of fulfillment. It's not a card of fulfillment, but it's a card of your dreams that could lead to fulfillment. But we have to like face some sort of fear to get it. Next, you have the Fool and the Knight of Wands. I feel like for some of you, there could be somebody who's very passionate about you coming in. I feel like you need to take the leap of faith with this person. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign. You also have water showing up here. You do have water and fire showing up here. So I feel like for some of you, it could be like a water sign with fire in their chart, fire sign with water in their chart. Could be a fire sign, could be a water sign, could be anything like that. So I feel like for some of you, there's someone who wants to come in. I feel like this person is very charming, very courageous, very fiery. Again, they might not even have any fire in their chart. They could just be very charming, very courageous, very bold, very free-spirited, all those things. I feel like some of you are afraid of like player type energy, but I feel like you just have to take the leap of faith with the Fool. For others, I feel like this is saying you need to embrace that fun energy, Pisces, of having fun, having a good time, all that other kind of like free-spirited energy. I feel like the more free-spirited you are, the easier you are going to attract that into your life. Next, Pisces, you have the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I think there could be a very passionate new beginning for you with a water sign here, Pisces. And it could be like the King of Cups to me is the return of love to your life. And I feel like there could be a very strong, passionate connection with a water sign. Could lead to marriage. Your next two cards, Hierophant and the Six of Wands, total success. So I feel like if there's a water sign coming in for you, Pisces, then there is going to be a lot of success there, plain and simple. The Ace of Wands is like your card of desire. So I feel like there could be someone coming in where there's just a lot of desire, very strong, deep connection with these two cards. And again, ton of abundance as well with that card. And finally, you have the Six of Wands and the Hierophant. So like I said, I feel like there could be a lot of success with someone coming in. Someone you could end up marrying with the Hierophant, so I do like to see that. Probably after a lot of difficult relationships, though, with that Six of Wands. As I always say, Six of Wands to me represents having a cross to bear, represents carrying a lot of burdens from the past. So I feel like some of you could have a lot of burdens from past relationships, but it's like now you're heading towards marriage. So I feel like there could be something, or a relationship coming in that is much, much more significant for you. So Pisces, I love that. That looks amazing. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now, and we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3 as always. So 1, 2, and 3 here, people. But let's see what we get for everybody. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, Victoria, married again on your sign. You are right. And all right. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. All right, if you pick card number 1, you have the 4 Pentacles and the 3 Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, if this is talking about love, I feel like it's time to move on to new love for sure. I feel like it's time to expand into the future, meet new people, all that other sort of stuff. 4 Pentacles needing to let go of the past. The 3 Wands needing to expand into the future and move towards something new. For others, this could be a job that's coming in for you. I feel like it's very expansive. So I feel like there could be a job with a lot of growth potential coming in for you here, card number 1. If you pick card number 2, you have the 3 Pentacles and the Death card. I feel like for some of you, obviously this could be a transformation in your finances. So I just feel, it's not even what these cards mean necessarily, but I just feel like your finances getting better. 3 Pentacles doesn't really represent a financial increase necessarily because it's just a card of quality work or teamwork. But I feel like for a lot of you, there is financial increase here. For others, this could be love, again, coming in. And 3 Pentacles would say it's someone who wants to work on a team, of course. And finally, you have the Queen of Swords here if you pick card number 3 and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, this is about being very direct, open, and honest in work. So I feel like for some of you in work or business, this is just saying ask for exactly what you want and you will get it. So I feel like you need to do that. For others, I feel like this could be permanent changes in work, but the Queen of Swords would say that you have been honest with yourself about changes that need to happen in work or business. And this is kind of what's bringing the changes in. For others, this could be love, but again, Queen of Swords says open up to it. King of Pentacles could be an earth sign coming in for some of you. But that looks awesome. So thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to answer some questions now. Of course, Super Chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. Michelle, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, can I have a card? Yes, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Michelle. So I feel like there's a turnaround in your luck, or there's more luck coming in for you here with the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is also your destiny. Yeah, 2 Wands. 2 Wands is also kind of taking control of your destiny or moving towards your destiny in life in general. So I feel like you could be kind of moving towards your destiny here. It's basically just saying you're on the right path. So I love that. That looks really good. So, love it. Kelly, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I have to lean to answer your question. You say, I know how you feel about exes, but I'm going to ask anyhow. Will mine reach out to me, and how are they feeling? You have the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles says, pick the new path, Kelly, of course, is what I'd say to you. I would say no. I feel like there's still attraction there because of the Empress card here, Kelly, but the Queen of Pentacles says, pick the new path. 5 of Swords is a complete breakup in this situation. Chariot. Now, Chariot says you have a choice, but it's kind of a card of of like needing to move on to something new. Yeah, King of Cups, someone's going to come into your life. I feel like someone comes in and sweeps you off your feet. So that's what I'd say to you, Kelly. But I would say no for you there. All right, I think I'm all caught up tonight already. Nobody wanted to watch this single reading. So if you have a question, pop it in down below. I will stick around for a little while longer and answer questions. Richard, is money coming to Pisces? Yes, Richard. Richard, Justice just says you need to do the things that make money, basically. So Justice says you need to put the energy into things that are going to have some sort of return for you. So I feel like you need to put energy into money, basically. Queen of Cups, some sort of change of direction. So yeah, I feel like there's more money coming in. Efren, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards for Elizabeth. Elizabeth has the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. Very attractive at this time, Elizabeth. You showing up here, Queen of Wands. Five of Wands is like needing to move away from conflict. King of Wands could be love coming in for you. Could be a fire sign, or it could just be someone you're very passionate about, but it's like there's competition with that Five of Wands here. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is like saying start the journey towards something new here, Elizabeth. So I feel like you need to like start moving towards something new with this card. Christina Gomez, thank you for the super chat. Will love this weekend get better? I would say maybe not. I feel like you need to be patient is what I'd say to you, Christina. The Tower would say no, and the Temperance is patience. So I feel like you have to be patient at this time, Christina. Yeah, I would say no if I'm being honest with you. I don't like delivering bad messages, but that's kind of what's popping up there. So there you go. All right, I don't even see any more questions tonight. So we might be cutting this bad boy short, which is fine. Of course she's attractive. Yeah, no joke. Kelly, have a good night. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. All right. I'm going to give people like 2 more seconds to get questions in, and then we're never doing one of these again. Rose, thank you for being here. You say cards for the rest of the week. You have the Page of Cups, Rose, you, and the 3 Cups. I feel like more social time, needing to socialize, needing to get out there and talk to people. So that's what I'd say to you. Melissa, November 4th is my birthday, and I'm not feeling well. Sorry to hear that, Melissa. Melissa, you have the 6 of Cups. Happiness. I feel like there's happiness returning into your life is what I would say to you. Gareth, card for the event website. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles says hard, diligent work. So just put in the work. It's also a card of unwavering faith. So like needing to have faith that things are going to work out for you is what I'd say there. Jacqueline, thank you for the super chat. Card for J-Moss. That's you. You have the 9 of Swords. Get out of your head. And the Hermit. The Hermit says you have probably spent enough time in Hermit mode, so now it's time to open up to like new things you want. 10 of Wands. Releasing burdens there, Jacqueline. 7 of Cups. I feel like you need to focus on what you really want. I feel like Libra has had this card before. I'm not sure. So I feel like you need to draw your focus with that 7 of Cups, but I feel like releasing burdens. So that's what I'd say to you there. I love it. Cynthia, do me and him have a future? Lovers. So yes, Cynthia. So yes is what I would say to you. I like it. Christina, Tower breakup. I would say maybe, because the World is a card of dating. So if you are seeing with someone, it could say there will be a breakup. It doesn't have to be this weekend. It could be like some point in the future is what I'd say there. Ray Del Sol. Yes, I feel like you will have multiple options in love. So yes is what I'd say to you. 4 Cups. Maisie, card for my shit list. You have the 6 of Spades, improvements, 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're moving towards like the right path, basically, here is what I'd say to you, Maisie. So I would say, again, I don't know exactly what you're asking, but I feel like you're going in the right direction. 10 of Pentacles says this will give you what you want. So yes. Christina Gomez, again, I would say, no, I don't, you have the 9 of Wands too, which it says don't give up. So I'd say it doesn't have to be a breakup. 8 of Wands just says communication will lead to success. Efren, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cards. Chris, thanks. You have the King of Swords. I feel like that's you. 8 of Swords, keeping yourself trapped unnecessarily. I feel like it's time to set yourself free. Use your wisdom. Judgment is like some sort of rebirth, but Judgment says follow your inner calling. Like move towards your desires. Move towards things that are pulling you towards them. So Judgment, we usually feel a calling. So I feel like you need to move towards your calling with that card is what I'd say there. It's not that this night didn't go well. It's that you're so hungry. Sandy, I know. That's what it boils down to. I'm starving. No joke. Marianne, you have the star. I feel like you're going to get something you wish for, get something you want. Nirvani, you have the 4 swords. Good time for recovery for you, Nirvani. I feel like it would be a good time for you to like take your time, do things that you want to do. You know, all that other good stuff as well. Big Man Haynes is in the house. Big Man, we're pulling you a card. So, Big Man Haynes, you have the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like there could be like new opportunities coming in for you in work, by the way. Yeah, Ace of Cups, things that bring you more happiness, more joy. So I like that for you. Rosie, if you're alive, you're on the right path. So I would say yes, but 6 of Pentacles, yes, definitely. So I would say yes. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Cynthia, let me know if you have a question down below for sure. And I will answer it. Big Man, I have done. I am well, and I just pulled you a card, but thank you. And thanks, Big Man. All right. Yes, I'm going to go eat. So thank you, everybody, for being here. We'll call it an early night. Why not? So thank you for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. I'm going to go eat dinner. And I will, of course, be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will also be doing Leo, Virgo, and Libra tomorrow for the weekly readings for November 4th. So if you are not one of those signs, your readings are already up on the channel. Make sure to check those out. But thank you, everybody, and have a good night.